So last few days we discussed a few of the aspects in Java. Last few days we discussed few of the aspects in Java. I give summary what we discussed in the last few days. We are discussing about the operators. In that we discussed about operators of the symbols which will tell to the compiler to perform some operations. In Java language we have some rich set of operators. Those are like I would say arithmetic operators, arithmetic operators and assignment operators and hmm? Okay, we discussed about the arithmetic operators, assignment operators, and we can say relational or I can say comparison operators. Okay, relational or comparison operators, and we discussed about the logical operators, and in that we discussed about the some a few of the truth table. In that where we have basically three symbols like AND operator, OR operator, and NOT operator. AND operator meaning where the two conditions are satisfied, then you can able to log in successful. OR operator meaning if anything is valid, then you can able to log in successful. Not meaning opposite. Not meaning opposite. After that, we discussed about the ternary operator. Ternary operator. So ternary operator basically where we have the ternary meaning three operators. So first we have the condition, and in that condition, and if the condition is true, then it has to return the true value. If the condition is false, then it has to return the false value. False value. So this we did like how we can do the ternary operator that we discussed in the last session. That we discussed in the last session. Okay. After that, we discussed about a new operator. New operator. New operator is the keyword which is used to create the objects. Okay, which is used to create the objects. Create the object. Okay. Next we discussed about the dot operator. We discussed about the dot operator. Dot operator which is used to dot operator which is used to access the class members. Which is used to access the class members. Access the class members. Access the class members. Okay, these all the operators we discussed in the last session. Arithmetic operators, assignment operators, relational operators, logical operators, ternary operators, new operator, and dot operator. And dot operator. Okay, very good. Now today let us get into the topic with unary operator. Unary operator. What does it mean by unary operator, and what is the purpose of unary operator? We'll try to understand with that. We'll try to understand with that. So in that you have to understand two symbols. One is plus plus operator and the second one is minus minus operator. Plus plus operator meaning, so this symbols I will show you programmatically, and based on that we will go ahead with that. I will take a program, these two files, I will remove all these files, and here I will create one more new file. Take a new file, text document I am taking, and for the text document I am mentioning the file name as demo.java. Okay, demo.java, and we can mention public class demo, and from here to here this is the scope of the class, and here you can take the public static void main, and from here to here this is the scope of. Okay, fine. Now I'm taking one variable int x equal to, I would like to take 10. Okay, very good. And here what I'm doing, increment I'm doing x plus plus. I'm doing increment, and now I would like to print the x, I would say x value, system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println. I'm doing the concatenation. Concatenation meaning string plus variable is called concatenation. Value of x is, okay, value of x is plus and x. Okay, now I am saving this file. Now guys, can you please observe what I did actually? I took the value is 10. I taken the value, that value I assigned to that x variable. Now x is the variable which is holding the value 10. That is okay, very good. Now what I am doing here, increment plus plus operator meaning which is increment by 1, plus plus operating meaning which is increment by 1. Okay, yeah, plus plus operator meaning which is increment by 1, which is x variable which is increment by 1, increment by 1. Okay, which is increment by 1, very good. Now which is holding the value 10, and x is increased by 1, meaning now the x value is 11, x become 11. Are you guys clear with my point? So that is the, we are discussing about the unary operator. Unary operator meaning the symbol is plus plus operator and minus minus operator. Plus plus meaning which is increment by 1. Now the programmatical I will show you. I written a program and I am tell to the compiler, you can open the command prompt, open command prompt. Wherever file is available in that location, you can open your command prompt. I am opening my command prompt, and Java say I'm telling to the compiler, and my file name is demo.java. Demo.java. File has successfully compiled and you can run the file. Demo dot don't need to mention Java. Okay, so you can see here the value of x is 11. The value of x is 11. Same way I can do with, once again, x plus plus operator, x plus plus operator, meaning I am increasing the value, and again I am taking system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println, and here also I am doing the concatenation. Value of x is, and plus operator value. Now you guys tell me what will be the result here in the line number 13. What will be the result in the line number, in the line number 9? The result is, where you can check the line numbers here, the bottom you have the line numbers. In the line number, the result is 11. In the line number 13, what is the result? The result is 12. The result is 12. Okay, the same thing I will show you the programmatically. You can go with the command prompt, com compile the file, and you can run the file. Run the file. Run the file. The value of 11 is 11, x plus plus. The value of x is system dot out dot println. The value of x. Save the file. File is not saved, I guess. Yeah, file is not saved. Save the file. Save the file. Now you can go to that location and compile the file. Now we can run the file. Oh, somewhere we made some. Remove this one. Save the file. Now we can go to that location. Demo.java. File has successfully compiled. Run the file. The value of x is 11. The value of x is 12. Okay, like that you can do. For example, I can copy these two statements and then I can paste here. So wherever the x plus plus symbol is available, which is increment. Okay, x variable increment by 1. Here it become 13, here it become 14. 14. I am saving this file and then I will show you, compile this file and then I will show you. You will get the better clarity on that. Okay. I can compile and now I can run the file. Now you can see the result 11, 12, 13, 14. So that is the plus plus operator purpose. Plus plus operator which is used to increment by 1. Okay. Increment by 1. Now minus minus. I will go to the program. Now you guys, can you please observe what I am doing? Demo.java. Now this is with respect to plus plus, meaning increment by 1. Now I will do with minus minus. Minus minus meaning decrement by 1. Minus minus x minus minus meaning decrement by 1. Okay. I would say x variable decrement by 1. Decrement by 1. Okay. Now I can take the sysout statement system.out.println, and here I can mention value of x is you guys tell me what will be the output here in the line number 13, 25. What will be the result? 13. Are you guys clear with my words? What I am saying? X is already holding the 14. Now I am decrement by 1. Meaning it become 13. It become 13. Okay. Okay, so I will compile my file and then I will show you. You will get the better clarity on it. I can save the file. Now you can go ahead with that command prompt. You can run the file and then you can see Java C file has successfully compiled, and then you can execute the file. Okay, you can see 13. Value as 13. You are getting the value as 13. Okay, similarly, I will do few of the operators basically. Now you guys tell me the answer. So here which is x is holding the value 13, and now here again what I am doing, x variable decrement by 1. It became 12, and here it became 11. It became 11. So here the main purpose what we are discussing is operators, plus plus operator and minus minus operator. Plus plus operator which is used to x variable increment by 1, and minus minus operator decrement by 1. Decrement by 1. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, this is okay. Now here in this case, you have to remember there are two kind of categories. One is the post increment and second one is the pre post increment and pre increment. That I will show you. I can go ahead with that. Yeah. So the purpose of this one is variable increment by 1. Variable increment by 1. And this one, the purpose of this one is variable decrement by 1. Variable decrement by 1. Okay, variable decrement by 1. Variable increment by 1 and variable decrement by 1. Okay, fine, very good. Now next we can go ahead with so again which is categorized into post increment and pre increment. So what does it mean by post increment and what does it mean by pre increment? I will show you the I will use MS Paint, and through that I will give the clarity on that. I will open MS Paint. Here I will increase the image properties. Go to that. Okay, fine. Now let us. We are discussing with unary operators. Unary operators have the symbols basically unary operators. Unary operators. Okay, so in that we are discussing about plus plus operator and minus minus operator. Plus plus operator meaning the variable increment by 1. Are you guys clear with my words? Increment by 1. Okay. And minus minus operator meaning decrement by 1. Decrement by 1. Okay, very good. Decrement by 1. Now, again, increment operator which is having categorized into one is the post increment and second one is the pre increment, and this is also again post increment and pre post decrement and pre decrement. So we'll try to understand each one. What does it mean by post increment and what does it mean by pre increment? So we'll try to understand one by one. First we can go ahead with equal to 10. So what I am doing here, 10 is the value. A 10 value I am initializing to the x variable. What will happen internally? One container got created. The container name is A. Container name is the A, and inside we have the value 10. Are you guys as of now is clear what I did? Value 10 value I am assigning the x variable. Oh, this is the x variable, guys. This is the x variable. This is the x variable, and in that I am mentioning the value as I'm assigning the value as 10. Okay, I'm assigning the value as 10. Okay, very good. This is okay. Now I am mentioning as int x equal to y plus plus. Y plus plus. So in this case, what happens generally? I took the one container. So you can see here increment meaning which operator is this one? This is the increment operator. So based on that, you can define this is the increment operator. Okay, very good. This is the increment operator. Very good. And this operator, this symbol where which is available after the variable or before the variable? After the variable. If it is the after the variable, then you can say you can get the conclusion, you can have the clarity. So this is belong to, this is post increment. This is post increment. This is post increment. If this is post increment, then we have the one mantra. What is that mantra? If it is post increment, then we have the one mantra. The mantra is first assign. First assign. You have to by heart these two lines. First assign. First assign and then increment. Assign and then increment. First assign and then increment. Are you guys clear with my words? Now you can see here what will happen. One container again. I'm taking one more container. Here the value is basically this is the value y and this is the x plus plus. This is the x plus plus. Okay, the container name is the y and first assign. Assign meaning whatever the value x is holding, that value first it will assign to here, and then later x value increment by 1, meaning it will become 11. It will become 11. This is clear or not? Should I explain one more time? I will explain one more time. So what I did actually, I will explain one more time. Guys, can you please concentrate? Okay, fine. Now, generally, I took one variable and then the value is 10. That 10 value I assign to the x variable. What will happen internally? The container name is the x, which is holding the value 10. So far this is clear. After that, what I am doing, int int y equal to x plus plus, x plus plus. Okay, plus plus meaning what does it mean? This is belong to increment. Okay, fine, very good. This is belong to increment. This is belong to increment. Very good. And where which is available the symbol after the variable or before the variable? After the variable. If it is the after the variable, then you can mention post. Now this is belong to post increment. If it is the post increment, then you have to remember one mantra. What is that mantra? First assign the value and then increment. I would say first assign the value, first assign the value and then increment. First assign the value and then increment. Assign the value and then increment. First assign the value and then increment. Okay. So here one container got created internally. The container is y container. The container is y container. This is y container, and this is the post increment. If it is the post increment, first it assign the value. It is assign the value meaning now this is the 10 value, and this is satisfied. This is satisfied, and then next step is and then increment. Which value? Which value has increment? X variable. X variable will be increment by 1, meaning now x become 11. X become 11. So this is the thing you have to remember in case of post increment. Okay, we'll try to understand with respect to guys very easy programs. Please concentrate. Now we can go ahead with int a equal to some 10. I would like to take some 10, and int b equal to plus plus. I'm taking as a. So what will happen in this case? What will happen? So two containers got created. Two containers got created. This is the one container. This is the one container. Two containers got created, and initial this container name is the a, and the value we are assigning the value is 10, and where the symbol is available, which is present in before the variable. So first you can get the conclusion. This is increment. The symbol is where which is available before the variable or after the variable. Before the variable. If it is the before the variable, then you can say this is pre-increment. If it is the pre-increment, then you have to remember the mantra. The mantra is first increment and then assign the value. First increment and then assign the value. Then assign the value. Then assign the value. Then assign the value. Are you guys clear with my words? Then assign the value. First increment meaning of 10 become 11. This value you need to assign to this variable. Now this is the 11. This is the 11. Are you guys clear with my words? This is with respect to increment. The same thing I will write a program and then I will show you, will get the better clarity on it. We are discussing about the unary operators, right? So I will take a file and then where actually we took already one file, right? For that I will go to that file location and then go to that test folder, open the demo.java. Okay, now I will remove this all the stuff. I am removing these all the things. Now int y equal to, I am mentioning like as x plus plus, x plus plus. Okay, now I would like to print the value system.out.println, and I want to print the x and y values, value of x and y. Value of x and y. Okay, now here I am taking x and the value of x is, yeah, x, and then I can mention like as a y. Go to that file location. Yeah, yeah, you can see this become 11 and this become a 10. This become a 10. Now this I can mention like as value of x is, in that I can do the concatenation. Value of y is, yeah, now you can save the file. Now you can run the compiler. You can see the value of x is 11 and the value of y is 10. The value of y is 10. So similarly, I will do with, here it became, x became 11 and y became 10. Y became 10. Okay, to post increment. And now we'll do with the pre 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 increment. Int a equal to, I would like to take 10, some 10, and next int b equal to, plus plus operator and a. Now here I would like to take system dot outer println, and here I can mention value of a is a value, and then this is pre-increment. If it is pre-increment, first increment the value and then assign the value. First increment the value meaning a become 11. A become 11 and then assign the value. A become 11 and then assign the value. Meaning you will get the answer as the 11 and 11. You will get the answer as the 11 and 11. So I can compile the file and then we'll see how the result will come. We can compile the file and then mm, Java demo. You can save the file. Save the file. Now you can go ahead with that, compile the file and then run the file. You can see here value of 11 is 11, a is 11, b is 11, a is 11 and b is 11, a is 11 and b is 11. Are you guys clear with my points? So similarly, we'll try to understand with respect to, now again you can go ahead with the paint. Yeah, this is with respect to post increment and this is with respect to pre-increment. Pre-increment. Now we'll see with respect to decrement. Decrement. Now here I would like to take, basically I would like to take int m equal to some 5. Okay, and next what will happen internally? One container got created. The container name is m, and which is holding the value is 5. Which is holding the value is 5. Okay, very good. Next int n equal to m minus minus. So this is the operator. Which operator is this one? This is the decrement operator. Decrement operator. Okay, very good. And this symbol is present after the variable or before the variable? After the variable. If it is the after the variable, then you can say this is the post decrement. If it is the post decrement, then you have to remember one mantra. What is that mantra? First assign the value and then decrement. And then decrement. First assign the value. First assign and then decrement. And then decrement. And then decrement. Okay. Now I can take the container. The container name is basically, the container name is the end, The container name is the n. I can mention the container name is the n, and n first assign the value. M is holding the value. That value I am assigning to here. Okay, now which is holding the value, and then decrement, meaning 5 become 4. 5 become 4. This is the thing you have to remove. Are you guys clear with my point? So in case of increment, the value will be increased by 1, and in case of decrement, the value will be decreased by 1. The value will be decreased by 1. Are you guys clear with my point? In case of increment, the value increased by 1, and in case of decrement, the value will be decreased by 1. The value will be decreased by 1. So this mantra you have to remember. First assign the value and then decrement. How you can get the conclusion, like which is belong to which one? The symbol, where the symbol is available. The symbol is available before the variable or after the variable? After the variable. If the symbol is present after the variable, then you can say based on the symbol. If it is the plus plus operator, then we can say that is the increment. If it is the minus minus operator, then we can say that is the decrement. And which is present after the variable or before the variable? After the variable. If it is the after the variable, then you can say post decrement. If it is the post decrement, then you can say first assign and then decrement, and then decrement. Okay, this is clear. This is with respect to post decrement. Now we'll try to understand with respect to pre decrement. Pre-decrement, we'll try to understand with respect to pre-decrement. Now I can take with the int p equal to some value like 5. I would like to take some 5, and int q equal to p minus minus p. I can take minus minus p, which means basically now you guys can tell me which operator is this one. This is the decrement operator. This is the decrement operator. Very good. This is the decrement operator. So this symbol, where the symbol is present before the variable or after the variable? Before the variable. If it is present before the variable, then you can say pre-decrement. If it is the pre-decrement, then you have to remember the mantra. First decrement and then assign the value. First decrement, first decrement, and then assign the value. Then assign the value. First decrement and then assign the value. Okay, one container got created. One container got created. I can say one container got created. The container name is initial. The container name is basically, I would say, this is the container. The container name is P, and which is holding the value is 5. And decrement by 1 meaning first decrement. 5 become 4, and it can assign the value to here, meaning the value is, now the value of q is 4, 4 and p and then 4. The same thing I can write a program and then I will show you. We'll get the better clarity on it. Okay, I can go ahead with that location, and then here I can take int m equal to I can take the value is 5, and int m equal to int n equal to minus, I would say minus minus, meaning this is the post decrement. This is the post decrement. Now I can take system.out.println, system.out.println, and then here I would like to take value of m is, value of m is, value of m is, yeah, value of m is, I can mention as m, and then again I would say I am taking value of n is, value of n is, value of n is, you can mention like as the n value, and then you can mention like this. Now you can tell me the answer. So m value is the 5. This is the posting post. This is the post decrement. Post decrement meaning first assign the value and then decrement meaning the value become 4 and 5. The value become 4 and 5. Okay, now I can save the file and then I can run the file and then I will show you. Go to that location, compile the file. Now you can see the result. The value of m is 4 and then the value of n is 5. The value of m is 4 and the value of n is 5. Okay. So similarly, we can do with int m equal to, we can take with the p equal to 5 and now we can take with int q equal to minus minus and then p. Okay, so internally I will take the system.out.println and here I can take a value of p is we can mention p value and then we can mention value of q is I can mention like as now what will be the result. So in this case what will be the result? This is the pre-decrement. If it is the pre-decrement, first you can decrease the value and then assign the value, meaning 4 4. You will get the result as the 4 4. Except p value is the 4 and q value is the 4. I can save the file and then I can run the file and then you can see the result. Java C demo.java. You can see that the value p value is 4 and q value is 4. This is clear. Anyone have any queries? Anyone have any queries? Please let me know. Any queries? Any queries? Anyone have any queries? Please let me know. Any queries? Anyone have any queries? Please let me know. Guys, please let me know. Guys, assignments are mandatory. Okay. So whoever is not submitting assignments, why you guys are not submitted the assignments? May I know the reason? Why you guys are not submitted the assignments? Guys, please respond. Why you guys are not submitted the assignments? Others, please update why you guys are not submitted the assignments. Guys, laptop is mandatory. Okay, if any problem with the laptop, so as soon as possible, please repair and then do the assignments. Others, please update. Please update others. Guys, others, please update why you guys are not submitted the assignments.
Sir, I will submit by 12 o'clock.
Okay, okay. Others, please. Also,
Actually,
three members are offline. Once again, I will. Why you guys are not coming to the offline?
yes, sir, I'm in Bangalore only.
Okay, okay.
I asked mommy from Nikhil, sir, so I'll come from tomorrow only.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. Vijay Kumar. Vijay Kumar is there.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Hello.
you are offline student, right?
Yes, sir. In Bangalore.
Oh,
I am searching for accommodation in Bangalore, sir. That's why I'm not.
okay. Still, you are searching for accommodation, right? Your
I
batch
am
already
came in
started.
yesterday, sir.
Okay, okay. You came yesterday only. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, fine, fine.
Yes, sir. That's why I'm not doing.
Okay, 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 okay. Next person, Pradeep. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Pradeep is online. Okay. So can you please share your names, guys?